Ripping big.
Scalios.
Ripping big.
Scalios.
Ripping big.
Ripping big.
Scalios.
Ripping big.
Scalios.
CMD.
Alito. You can give others too. If you're a farmer or you like agriculture, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any post that I have been putting on my channel.
I'm very glad to be in Alito Handit. My name is Auma Glory. As I came here, I was lacking knowledge how to grow horticultural crops. But right now, as I talk, I know how to manage the horticultural crops. For example, you can see in this onion. This is the onion that we have grown. It's only 2 months, but you can see how healthy it is. There are so many agronomic practices that we have done in this onion. We have loosened the soil. After loosening the soil, put minimal mulching as you are seeing. This mulch that we have put to maintain the moisture of the soil and also to avoid some of the erosion that may take place in this onion. That's why we have mulch. Another practices that we have done here, we have sprayed this onion just to avoid pests from attacking the onions and also diseases. Some of the diseases, as you can see, we have purple blotch. This one, it is caused as a result of too much rainfall. When the rainfall is heavy, this purple blotch can come in. One of the amazing things that I've learned here in Alito Handit is the organic farming. It's how to make the organic pesticides and also organic liquid manure that can improve in the yielding of the crops. And by making those organic liquid manure and organic pesticides, it cuts some of the cost of production that you may spend. These organic pesticides, it helps a lot. It can make your crop yield very well, as you are seeing in these onions that we have done. These organic pesticides we have used in spraying these onions in low cost. And even the organic manure we have added here at a low cost. That is what we have learned in Alito C&D, and I'm so impressed to tell you that people, let's learn how to make organic pesticides. Let's learn how to make organic liquid manure. It is cheaper and affordable.
And we have harvested our onions. We are still harvesting. Our onions are in a big number. We are enjoying. We planted them 5 months ago and they are now ready. Any sign that shows you that the onions are ready is the yellowing and the old looking of the vegetative parts, and also they bend or they break down of the stems. So there you know my onions are ready. And also the time an onion has spent in the garden, there is an onion falling off or turning yellow when it is a disease, but this time round it has spent some good time in the garden, therefore it is ready. And if, as you can see, our onions are well ready and well packed. Even we feel happy with them. We are happy with our onions, we feel fine, and we are feeling happy for harvesting.
Okay, according to our harvest, there's one thing I've realized in our onions. They're not having the same bulk, yet they were planted in the same day. We will also manage it equally, but after we are harvesting it, it seems some bulbs are small and others are big. It is like in life also. You see some people are also, some are big, some are thin, some are tall and all that. That means also it applies in also onions and other plants. We have very big ones as we are going to sort them. We have some are even very small. As you can see, they are not of the same size. Some are in the medium size. Yet they were given the same nutrients, the same vitamin.
Today you are very happy. You are telling me you are very happy of harvesting this onion. Can you now be in position to go and practice on your home when you go back home?
Yeah, I can be in position. I'm very happy with growing this onion. As you can see, in this small piece of land here, we have harvested something better Even this one can improve my life with the knowledge I have got from growing this onion. I can be in position to go and start my enterprise at home there.
Good.
By growing this onion, I can make my small piece of land. I can plant, then I harvest.
Okay.
That is what I have got from here. Thank you.
So, are you happy to be in Alito?
I'm happy. Yeah.
Because you have gained a lot of skills, eh?
Yeah, because of the knowledge I have got, I can be in position to tell the farmer the insecticide we have used here,
Yes.
the fungicide, all those drugs we have used here, I can be in position.
You
to
now
tell
know
the
them,
farmer,
eh?
Yeah.
Like which one?
Like Indophile.
We are harvesting the onions and then sorting at the same time. But then as we are sorting, we have discovered that there are certain deficiencies that has occurred on the onions. That when you see your onions during harvesting time, they're having busted bulbs like this one here, like the one I'm holding in my hand. It means you have overused certain agrochemicals like the NPK, or you have overused organic liquid manure. That is what leads to the bursting of the bulbs, because there will be excess nitrogen, and then if there's excess nitrogen, the bulbs will have to burst to release some nitrogen out of the bulbs. That is why you see there is bursting of the bulbs. Secondly, when the bulbs of your onions are bursting, it means there is water imbalance. If it is raining heavily and you are still watering your onions when they are ready for harvest, there will be excess water, and then therefore it will lead to bursting of the bulbs like this one here. As they are bursting, they are also rotting at the same time. So that is what always leads to bursting of the bulbs of your onions. The ones which are rooting, as we are sorting, you're also seeing others. They are rooting at the same time. They are germinating. Like this one here. Now, what leads to this one here is that when your onions are ready and you delay to harvest them, there will be rotting of these onions, because you have over delayed, and then the onions are ready and you are not picking them. Therefore, they will start germinating, because they will be receiving all the conditions necessary for germination, and therefore, if you delay, they will begin rooting. So that one is water.
To add on to what my colleague has talked about on water imbalancing, you know, there are certain times when there is prolonged drought, so the water in the soil is not adequate enough to sustain the life. The plant adapts to the harsh weather by making the bulb to shrink in order to avoid loss of water. At some period of time, the crop is stressed the lack of water, and then at some period of time, there is too much water in the soil. That is what will bring the effects of bursting up, because during prolonged drought, the bulb is shrink according to that weather, and then bringing in too much water in the soil it means that the plant will absorb excess water, will absorb a lot of water, but the bulb has already been shrink. There is a possibility of the plant now to expand due to much water being taken in, and later on it will bring bursting of the bulb. That is what is talking of water imbalancing. It is always there when you are doing transitional growing of crops, growing during dry season, going through the rainy season. It will have this kind of effects, not only on onions but even in other fruits. Like tomatoes, you'll find the tomato is also what? Cracking. There are cracks on the fruits.
We shall grade them according to their sizes in order for us to fetch some good market, because when you grade them, you attract your customers, because there are those who buy smaller ones according to their pocket, and there are those who buy big sizes like in kgs. So we are glad because our garden
After harvesting our onions, we remove the leaves, because if you are to keep with these leaves, the leaves will begin fermenting and it will cause rotting.
after harvesting your onions, there are different practices that are done under post-harvest handling. Now you can see how we have displayed it here, especially when you are carrying out harvesting at dry season. You can be in position to do it like this. You display them to first give time for the leaves to dry, and then when you are cutting now, you cut like this from this point, and then obviously the bulb is sealed completely to minimize rotting, because sometimes when you cut when it is still wet like this, when it is still wet like this, when you cut like this, are you seeing here there is a lot of water? It is so rotting can start from here at the cut point. Okay, if you are cutting, make sure from the bulb coming to the stem you leave 2 inches. Are you seeing this part which has broken? It is a point whereby you are supposed to cut from here. Okay, you leave it like this, but make sure this part is well dried, and when it is dried properly, it is seals off the bulb so that there is no pathogens which can start causing the decomposition. And you keep the bulb in a dry state. Don't keep it in a moist or damp place which can cause rotting or fermentation of the bulbs. Post-harvest handling of onions is very, very important. Otherwise, you end up losing the quality that you have already harvested. With these big bulbs, if you go and heap them together, like with the leaves like this, the leaf will start fermenting. And in the process of fermentation, decomposition takes place. So make sure when you are storing your onions, it is completely dried.
After removing this leaf, you are seeing we are removing, we don't throw it anywhere. This leaf, we are going to use it for making organic pesticide.
As you can see, I'm sorting these leaves. They are so useful for anything. You can use it for making organic pesticide, for controlling aphids in cabbage. And these good ones, we can still use, dry it, and you make a powder that we can use in the kitchen for making our food. And it will give your food good aroma. So anything you see in a farm, in agri, don't take it as useless. It is useful in any other way. So now I want to thank Absi so much for giving me all this experience. I never knew when you grow your onion, you can use it for many different ways. So may God bless them and bless the work of their hands.
It's something so important that I want my farmers and viewers to learn that through commitments and effective dedication of time, you can end up coming out with this kind of products, and obviously you earn income from what you are doing.
You can even sell it at the price of maybe 200 when you are in the village. You can take it at around 200.
I'm very happy with the variety that we planted. Like now you can see the big size we are having. Like this one, if you take to the market, you can sell like at 300. And now if you have like 200 bulbs, how much can you get?
Call me Joseph Ojok, Kualokere, the manager of Alito Training Center. I'm very, very impressed with this kind of potential harvest that we have done today on our demonstration on onion production. So you can look at the quality of the onions that we have done here. It has been the initiative of the students who have been training here under SAY project, that is a skilling youth for agripreneurship, supported by AFC Foundation. It's so amazing that the youth have been following the best management practices, and indeed they have really adopted the technology that we have been giving them to manage the onions until the last moment. Now today they are harvesting, and right now they are sorting them out. Good.
Actually, my name is Aguma Rachel, a girl supported by AFC. I want to thank APSI so much for enabling me come here to support me to gain this skill of agri-entrepreneurship. I'm really very happy, and I really want to appreciate them so much, because I was there in the village not knowing anything about agri-entrepreneurship. But right now, if I'm to go home, I will support my family. Even if one day I get a home, I get my husband, I will not depend on him alone, because it was my dream not to depend on a man alone. I also see from our village there, people always suffer with the scarcity of onions, but right now, as I'm going out, I'm going to supply the village people. They will not be going far or maybe town area to look for onions.
I want to thank the APSI Foundation that has enabled me to have this skill. Indeed, I've learned a lot, and now where I am, I know I'm already rich, because now I can use the skills that I've gained to our demonstration gardens. According to what we are seeing now, I can now start my project and also earn money. I'm so glad to be in C&D.
After harvesting the onions, you have to dry them, but nowadays with the current situation that the economy is not good, if you dry it outside, maybe in the garden, the silver, the community people will come and take it, and after them now your profit will be taken by sieve. Now after this one we are transporting it with the wheelbarrow, then maybe we go and dry them from the compound or inside the house where there is a shed where it is safe. Then after maybe you look for some thread and you tie them in bundles like this, and you hang them up for it to dry.